You are now listening to the Inner Circle Podcast Network.
Never die. 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 Never die.
Fuck you.
All right, it is 10:45 on a Thursday. Well, you know what? Sometimes shit gets pushed back. But before we get into today's podcast, I want to thank Jon Andersen's Thrive Body Transformation Program. Look, if you're trying to lose weight, get in shape, trying to get your ass in gear, trying to look for a new way to eat, a new way to train, a new way to be, a new way to live, you can do that with Jon Andersen's Thrive Body Transformation Program. Look, just mention the Angry Dad, and he'll take care of you. CH Concrete, serving the San Francisco Bay Area. That is CH Concrete, serving the San Francisco Bay Area. No job too big, no job too small. Residential, commercial, does not matter. CH Concrete can help you. Also, too, Pit Boss. If you like to grill your meat, you like to smoke your meat, I'm talking about propane, pellet grills, whatever the fuck you need at pitboss.com. The link is in the fucking notes. Get hooked the fuck up. Also, too, Ohfishl. Ohfishl is a hip-hop inspired street brand. Look. Old school meets new school. It's got a sweet fucking street touch to it that people just don't know, don't see, but I'm trying to introduce you to what you can get at ohfishl.com. Look, shirts, hats, pins, bracelets, all the cool shit. Like I said, ohfishl.com. Use promo code AngryDad at checkout. Get hooked the fuck up. Also, too, if you order over 50, it is free fucking shipping. So guess the fuck what? Everyone loves free fucking shipping. So you order over 50, you're going to get that free fucking shipping at ohfishl.com. And speaking of ohfishl.com, guess the fuck what? I have the owner, the CEO, the man with the plan. I'm talking about the other half of the Hood Diner, the homie kAZual.
Yo. Good, bro. It's about time we made this shit happen right here.
Yeah, hey, for real. I'm a part of the Inner Circle. KAZ is part of the Inner Circle. And you know what? We're two Chicanos that are in the Inner Circle. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
You got to have that brown pride right there.
We hold the West Coast down, that's it.
Big fucking time. Big fucking time.
Yeah, bro. Hey, when you came in, bro, I was excited as hell. I was like, yeah, man. We got more brown skin homies over here. Yeah.
I'll tell you. I always a lot of times I rock a thick beard, and I'm 6'5", so I'm not your average size Chicano, bro. Like growing up where I grew up, people are like, hey, I'm like, no, if you see me in person, you're gonna be like, yeah, he is Mexican. But because I wear the hat and I have the beard, people are like, come on.
Right. They're like, is that you're a compa, right?
That's it.
Yeah. See? Yeah. No, hell yeah, bro. That's fucking I need to get out there, bro. I want to go. I've never been to like the San Francisco, the Bay Area and shit like that. I've always fucked with the Bay Area music heavy, bro, my whole fucking life, dude. Like as a youngster, I had homies that were like hitting me up like, oh, bro, you ever heard of fucking Mac Dre? You ever heard of Doobie? The fucking Click? Like all kinds of just the dope shit out of the Bay Area, you know what I mean?
That's it.
We were putting motherfuckers on shit out that shit out here. Like everybody just be like the mainstream, you know what I mean? Whatever was pumping back then, Sugar Free, DJ Quick and shit. But fuck, man, the shit.
Yeah, growing up here in the Bay, bro.
Woo,
yeah,
fucking RBL Posse and shit like that,
man.
bro. Oh my god.
Hey, growing up here in the Bay, it's one of those things where you get spoiled because like you get all this shit that is to us is not underground because it's our mainstream, but everywhere else they're like, huh, what? I remember when I Got 5 on It came out. That was like the banger of the summer. Everybody was like, what? Huh? Oh my. And then next thing you know, because when they did the remix hit so much harder because they grabbed everybody. Richie Rich used to be one of my. Oh, come on, bro. Let's Ride. When that song hit, I Got 5 on came on, and his part hit. It was like, oh.
What is he on? He's on Mosizaks. Believe that. Token. Where you from? Oakland. Smoking. Yeah, bro. Dude, bro, Richie Rich was hard as fuck, dude. He's like so unappreciated, bro. Like he just, you know what I'm saying? Like that fool was on shit with everybody. He was on Pac's fucking All Eyes on Me album and shit, bro. Like they knew. He was his own kind of like Nate Dogg. You know how Nate Dogg was like the fucking icing on any cake, dude.
And Richie Rich was the same way. He was the Bay Area Nate Dogg.
You need an ill ass verse from somebody smooth as fuck. Boom, you call Richie Rich.
Call Richie Rich.
Rick Rock, bro. Hell yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like I grew up being Chicano, we have it's heavily Chicano in the Bay Area. So we grew up with black and brown. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about northern exposure. There are so many we had Cool Nut, Dre Dog, which is now Andre Nicotina.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? There's so many even in my neighborhood that I grew up with became famous rappers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Recently Tito B, R.I.P. He was a big rapper out in the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. Speedy Loke, Lil Corner. You know what I'm saying? These are all guys that I grew up with that made it. We're touring locally, hitting shows, doing lowrider events, fucking really out there hitting it hard. And I was always in the background, I'm even on an album cover. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the background, but I'm there.
Hell yeah, man. There's just something about music, bro. That was, to me, that's the biggest thing. Because I came up when I was young too, same shit, dude. Me and the homies were rapping. We had a group called 512's Finest. Talk about motherfuckers that loyal to the soil, bro, dude. I'm telling you, dog. Motherfuckers got that, I'm telling you, they got that situation all twisted right there, bro. I'm telling you, if there's anybody that's more loyal to the soil, it's fucking me, dog. Like I said, I got the fucking state in my name, dog. But it's you know what I'm saying? That whole shit with the official shit, that's just a business fucking decision, bro. That's just something
that's personally, how it goes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody had, there was mixed emotions about it, dude. You could tell some people were kind of iffy about it. Some people were kind of joking about it, whatever. But it is what it is, bro.
I tell everybody,
if they don't want to fucking rep the shit, bro, it's no love.
I respect everybody's, like I said, that's your hustle.
Yeah.
And me being a part of the crew, me being your boy, I always tell everybody, look, when I first bought, I didn't really know you, so I used the promo code, but because I do know you, guess what? I support my boy, so I always pay full price when it comes to purchasing shit, because that's what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You can't get famous if I don't help you get famous.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, I don't really sweat about people using the code or not, because the shirt game's a nice thing, bro. Especially if you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So the markups are they're decent. You know what I mean? They are what they.
Let me tell you right now, man. I tried to do some shirts on my own. I did them, and I didn't realize how much of a hassle it was, bro. I was just like, oh my god, if you're trying to do your own merch and hustle your own merch, it gave me a newfound respect for people who do that, because when you do it on your own, it is not an easy fucking task. If you're not set up to do it, if you don't have the blueprint, the plan, or the know-how to do it, oh my god! When I did a limited run of Angry Dad shirts, and I basically every time someone ordered, I just packed it, mailed it, and I was and then I ended up doing all the shirts like that. And I'm like, it was just the back and forth, and I just wasn't prepared for it, bro. I just wasn't, because I was handwriting everything.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot, especially with inventory, with the fucking, bro, you gotta have your, what do they call them? The fucking, I'm drawing a blank right now, but it's the tax number, the fucking, you gotta have your EIN number for all that shit, LLCs, bro. There's so much more to especially if you're trying to do it legit, you know what I mean? If you're doing small runs of shit, that's cool, man. Real talk, hey, I'm gonna get with you, because I already had this plan with this official relaunch that I'm doing. I'm doing an official inner circle thing like that, and I want to kind of collab with everybody to do a different style fucking shirt. Obviously mine's gonna be a hood diner shirt, right? But I was thinking for you, we should do something kind of like a gym shirt, fucking have it say like Big Ben's bent bars or some fucking crazy shit like that. Just have the bars are all fucking bent or something like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Something with fucking Sam PC, and then that says Jersey Boys, or just something dope like that. Or fucking another form of a diner type thing, whatever, man. But I want to get in on that. But yeah, the running of fucking a label is a different thing, bro. You got to have the website. You got to be able to push that shit, dude. I'm thankful that I can say I don't fucking make mad money off of it, but I make enough that I can wake up in the morning and be like, oh shit, it's fucking a couple extra $100 in my account from this shit. Okay, cool. And it pays for the website to keep going. It pays for me to keep buying this, buying that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, the motherfuckers that have kept me in business the last 4 years have been the barbers, bro, because the barbers, they fuck with my bracelets and shit, dude. These motherfuckers, they love this shit, because this is them all day long. This
Yeah.
So they like having their fucking like just different jewelry and shit like that.
It's funny because like when Christmas came around last year, you sent me that barbell bracelet.
Yeah, I had that. I was like,
oh yeah, hey, that was. Hey, let me tell you right now. When it's not too often I wear my rings, you know, my wedding ring, and I actually have an angry dad ring. Nice. This is right across. So I was like, I gotta have the pimped out fingers, bro.
You don't want to get hit with that motherfucker.
Dude, yeah, bam! You're gonna remember me for the rest of your life.
Branded.
It'll leave the word angry dad right on it.
Literally branded by Big Ben.
That's
Boom.
it. And usually it's always my left hand, and then I got the bracelet now. So like every time we get dressed up and go somewhere, I'm like, first thing I do, put on my rings, put on my bracelet. I'm looking fly, I'm ready to go.
Hell yeah, bro. Let me know if that motherfucker ever gets too loose. Just send it back to me. I'll re-fucking.
Oh, dude, my fucking wrist.
I do lifetime so warranty on
bro.
that shit.
My wrists are so fucking thick. It's just, I have to make sure I don't snap it putting my hand through.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Yeah, I mean, if need be, bro, send it to me. I'll make it like a couple things bigger if you want to have it like looser and shit.
Oh yeah,
I do that for people, bro. I make them because the standard is like a 8 and a 5 and a 7.5 is like 8.5 is for most men with like, you know, regular size, like bigger hands. If you got a smaller wrist and shit like that, go with like the ladies one, the 7.5 like that. I mean, that one probably, I think that one sells the most down here.
Yeah,
you know, just skinny ass little barber dudes and shit like that. But fuck it. But you know, I'm trust me, I'm the same way, bro. I'm a big motherfucker, so I got to be able to have something that can make it around my shit.
That's it.
And still be good and not be all loosey and stretchy. So yeah, dog, if you want,
send me
that motherfucker. I'll add a couple
good, feeling smooth. So,
but yeah, bro, it is a different thing though. But yeah,
like I said, I respect it because like it's being your own boss. There's a reason why there's not a lot of people doing it. It's not easy. It's a labor of love, and you got to love what you do. And, you know, just me doing what I'm doing on my end, it's like I'm going to say this right off top. I never had respect for people who worked on computer. And, you know, my wife works on computer, other people work on computer. But the way I'm talking about is like the physical and mental aspect of it. I didn't have respect because I've always been a laborer. I've always been a person who worked hard every day with his hands. Mm-hmm. But once I started actually doing computer work, sitting down in front of a computer for hours, it changed my whole fucking outlook on it because I'm like, that's all fucking respect because the amount of time and concentration and frustration that I got from doing this, and it turned into something that I love to do. But now I'm like, I have so much more respect for people who can fucking generate content. All right. Generate content, make content, edit content, manipulate content to look and be a certain way and have those fine-tuned touches because that takes hours on end. And like I said, and I see the amount of work and effort you put into what you do in your craft. And like I said, I because I've gained that newfound respect for it, it's like, holy fucking shit. Like the time and effort that you put into it is just, it's motivating to me because I'm like, he's making such high quality shit. High quality, you know what I'm saying? Like producer Nick says.
Yeah.
It just, you know, I have that much more respect for you because, like, you know, and even with the work that we've done together, like, KAZ made my business cards, and dude, I get so many hits off of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just recently went to World's Strongest Man, did a whole event. I was like literally passing my cards out to all these fucking high end fucking clients for your podcasting, you know, merchandise and all this stuff, and they're just like, oh shit. People were like, come up to me as like, that's you? And I'm like, yes, that's me. And they're like, I follow you and I didn't even know that was you.
Yeah, I like the way that one came out, bro. It's like you sent me that picture of like you in the car and I like kind of faded it and made it look like you're fucking coming down like by the bridge and shit like that. Like it came out clean, bro. Yeah, dude, honestly, man, like that was me too, bro. I never thought that this would be the type of shit I would do. I mean, growing up, I was always into art, bro. Like I was a fucking, you know, young. I was a tagger and shit. I went out, got my fucking shit up. You know what I mean? But bro. I've always had like just a regular ass job up until like I want to say like almost like my fucking early 30s and shit. And then at that time, like I had been working, and my boy Chef Mondo, I got laid off from a job. My boy Chef Mondo was a chef at this a sorority house. Okay, like that's the one with the girls and shit. Right?
Oh yeah, no,
it was crazy,
bro. I've delivered to sorority houses in the morning,
bro. It was crazy. It was fun though, man. And like this is the thing that move right there changed my life, bro. Like in more than one way. Like one, prior to that, I'd always been like, I've had the same. Me and my lady been together like 20 plus years now, I think. Yeah, 22 years, because we met like in 2000. That's like the easy. I'm so thankful that I have something like that where I'm like, they're like, how long you just? I just got to remember year 2000. That's when it went down. So like in 2000, that's when we met, right? We started hooking up. But her mom, she owns a salon and shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? So like being around her, seeing this little Mexican lady that was fucking just motivated, man. And she had like a mom that didn't want her to fucking like thrive, didn't want her to go to college and all this extra shit. Like she told me this story about her, the nana fucking had somebody come to the house and go in her fucking car and like just take off like distributor fucking wires and all kinds of extra shit that she wouldn't know. And you're just like, oh, you can't make it to this fucking college application day, and just like sabotaging her, bro. Like I was like, damn, bro. So like, for beginning with my lady and then being part of the family and shit, dude, like she introduced us to like traveling, bro. Like she had this, being a hairdresser, she had this dope ass job, bro. The job is she worked for the company that certified beauty schools. Yeah. So like schools, they need to be certified to make sure that what they're teaching. Yeah, they hold up their they're handling the money right and all this extra shit right. So there's like a team of like 5-6 people, and they fly around to different states and parts of the country. So my mother-in-law was part of that, and she got to fly around a lot, and it was all fucking inclusive. And so like one time she went to Puerto Rico. And she said she was the only one. Everybody else was like crashed out, but she was somewhere by where the boats come in. And she said, she's like, man, that shit just sounds like fun. So she just said she walked down there, and then she just like, she started mingling. People out there dancing, drinking pina coladas, having a good ass time, right? So she was asking like, oh, is this, you guys are from this boat? Like, oh yeah, you never been on a cruise? You got to go, blah blah blah, and this and that. So like I think it was maybe the first year that me and my lady were together. My mother-in-law, like something had happened from her divorce. She got a little money in this settlement and shit. So she was like, dude, I'm taking me, my lady, and her son, and not my lady's son, but my mother-in-law's son, my brother-in-law, and his girlfriend, who's now his wife and shit, my comadre. And fucking, we all went on a cruise, bro. And it was right there out of Long Beach. And it was just like 3 days. Went to Ensenada and like fucking Catalina Island. Bro, we got hooked, bro. And like just fucking, so like, I'll circle back. The thing is like this woman, like just seeing the way she was able to be her own boss, and fucking when she wanted to go on a vacation, when she just felt like she was fed up and was like, you know what, let's fucking go. She was able to get up and go when she wanted to. And I like that, bro. And then the other part, like being around all these college kids, we used to have these little dudes called hashers, bro. They on Monday nights, they had formal nights in these sorority houses where like the food is fancy. They have to dress up. They have to be prim and proper. They're taught how to use the right forks and all that extra shit, right? They're called formal nights. Well, they have servers, and the servers are usually college kids themselves. They're called hashers. Yeah. And like, so we met like we always had a crew of like fucking 7 or 8 of them. I worked there for like a couple years, bro. And like during this time, met a lot of these kids, but just talking to them, like being around them, like, oh, so what do you know? Like when classes are over this summer, what do you got? Oh, bro, I got this internship that I'm gonna go to, and as soon as that's over, bro, I got a fucking $60,000 a year job waiting for me. And I'm just like, I'm sitting over here fucking cutting lettuce and fucking washing dishes and shit. I'm like, damn, dog. It's like I need to do something right now. So like being around them, being in school, and thinking about becoming my own boss, and my love for fucking hip hop, dude, and my love for art, I was just like, okay, I need to go back to school and learn how to do like all this graphic design shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, in my mind, it was like, okay, the hip hop shit, that's a young man's game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it can't be done, and I still love I still love dropping rhymes when I can, bro. Like shout out to the homie Joe B, dog. That was some fun shit, bro. Like when I went up there for Sam PC 200, we did so much shit. I have so much footage, bro. Like real talk, I know they're all sad that I haven't really dropped it yet. They're sad. There's a whole fucking there's a whole podcast of just me, Joe B, Bobby Moore, Bobby Light, and their homie fucking that does their photos. I can't Danny, Puerto Rican producer Danny, dog. Fucking shout out to all them dudes, man. But we did our own podcast where we just got lit and we were smoking and it just got out of hand. Fucking about Bobby Moore smoked me under the table, dog. I had to take a break and go compose myself in his bathroom, splash some water in my face and shit. Like okay, Kat, you're just high, bro. You're just high. It's all it is, bro. You're good. Get out there, motherfucker. But while we were out there, dude, me and Joe B, we did a fucking music video, bro.
I saw it.
I'd never met Joe B until that morning. He had his verse written and shit. I had my verse written. I had sent him the beat with a hook on it and shit. And then like literally one of the days that we were all out there, bro, I was like, hey, let's just go out here in front of fucking Adam's house. We're gonna film this fucking music video. And that shit was fun, bro. I mean, it's not the greatest fucking production, but I mean, bro, we did something. You know what I mean? Even when I went out to Mikey's, bro, it was like, okay, we got to do something out here. And we did this little thing where I got to stab fucking.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
I got to stab super producer or fucking producer Nick and fucking bash Freddie. I hit Freddie way too hard with that ball. I still apologize every time I think about that. Sorry, Freddie. Not really, but yeah.
It's there.
But that was fun too, bro. So it's like I'm telling you, that's why that's why I've been pushing the Vegas shit because bro, I already know that would be a fucking movie of itself with just all of us fucking chilling. And it ain't even. I think motherfuckers are worried that shit's gonna get out of hand. I don't think it will, bro.
We're all grown adults.
Exactly.
We might have one night where we're gonna have too much, but at the same time, we're all fucking grown men.
Yeah, and then the thing is, like I said, man, like I do have like we have a timeshare and it can be used there at the West in Vegas. So I will have like the home base, like where we can set up like microphones and fucking cameras and shit like that. And then all the extra shit, like when we go out into the fucking strip, bro, I'll take my camera. I won't even be filming that. I'm gonna literally hire somebody to roll with me that time because
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna be in the video this time, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't stop, bro. From the time I got either to Mikey's or fucking out there, I just always had like some sort of camera rolling.
Bro. Oh yeah,
I'm just a fan of that shit, dog. But like, yeah,
I'm the same way. My kids were like, "Why are you always taking pictures?" I was because I didn't get pictures of you guys when we were babies. So guess the fuck what? Because I was always working. I'm never gonna miss another opportunity.
I get it, bro.
I'm in the moment, but I'm still clicking away.
That's the thing. You'll always have those people tell you, "Why don't you just live in the moment?" Bro, like I've mastered the art of doing both. You know what I'm saying? Like this is me on vacation, bro. Like I'll be looking around, but I'm fucking filming. But I'm still having a good time. But guess what? I get to go back and look and be like, oh fuck, that shit was tight.
Yeah. Like, even if it's just me watching it, that's the point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's like like my homie 808, bro. He went down to fucking Peru, and he's
a beast, bro.
Bro, he goes by himself, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
crazy,
saying,
dude. Shout out to I told him, I was like, I give you mad fucking respect for that shit, dude. Because if you're just waiting around for people, you're gonna miss out on a lot of shit. So get out there and see what you gotta see. And yeah, dude, his shit got jacked, so he lost a lot of shit. But thankfully, he uploaded a good amount of shit like to his social media. So he still has that's the sad part. Is like it didn't like because where he was at, it didn't get to like I think he was never in a spot where the cloud worked the best. Yeah. So the only thing he has is what he put on his Snapchat, on his Instagram and shit. But I mean, it's something that's beautiful shit. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Yeah, I've mastered the art of that shit, dude.
You got to.
But for first full circle back to the whole shit, bro. Like I love the hip hop shit. It was fun doing the fucking music video. It was a way for me to keep my foot in the door by learning how to do graphic design, bro. Like, and everything, bro. Like the cool thing about the classes I learned is they touched everything. They touched video. They touched how to do like magazines and newspaper and print. And then fucking, so like, so like I have my hand in all that shit, bro. And like, I'm just a fan of being like, okay, I got multiple hustles, bro, for when one isn't panning out. Hopefully the other one's cool. And then when they're all doing good, bro, oh man, that's a beautiful thing.
I mean, yeah, man. I'm like the way I learn is trial and error. If someone shows me how to do something, I'll instantly pick it up, no problem. But the thing is though, is I get bored of shit real quick. But like with podcasting, I ended up liking it, I ended up loving it, and then like I said, it ended up turning into a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling it a job. It's just this is a hobby that
it can be though,
leading into the direction of paying me because I literally had to teach myself how to use this what we're using right now, StreamYard. I had to teach myself how to use Adobe. I had to teach myself how to use Audacity. I had to teach myself how to do graphics. I had to teach myself to do these basic things of making overlays and transitions and I'm like, God fucking damn, I wish I would have learned this a little earlier. But also too, at that moment in time, you know, like when I was younger, like this was even in my thought process of doing this.
Me either, bro. That's what I'm saying. You told me years ago I'd be fucking making fucking, you know, videos, commercials, and doing all this crazy shit. Like, I knew whatever it was gonna be somewhat art related. You know what I mean? Back then I was still fucking hoping to be a famous rapper or whatever and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you have different fucking aspirations as you get older. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people who knew what they wanted to do right away. You know what I mean? Like if you had that, I think that's a big thing in like the Mexican culture. Me and Century have talked about this a lot, dog. And it's like, I think that's a big difference. Is like we had parents who just like all they knew was work, bro. All they knew was work. And they were like, you know what? No, mijo, like fucking, you know, just mind your business and fucking hustle hard and you'll be able to get what you want to get. Yeah. But like, bro, I wish my dad would have been like, nah, you need to strive for better than me. Yes. I need you to fucking go to college. I want you to be this and this and that. Not saying he didn't want the best for me, bro, but like I wish there would have been just a little more push and shit. And like I said, it took me seeing my mother-in-law, seeing her being like, bro, like being my own boss is the shit. So it took time. It took time to fucking get there. So I don't think it's ever too late, bro. I think learning is something that people should just be constantly doing. And we have to. We have to keep up with this shit, bro. Like the shit is changing, bro. Like the way graphics are done, even just today, bro, is like different than it was like 2 years ago, bro. Yeah. Like, honestly, some of the shit that I do for clients, I already see it. I'm like, fuck, bro. Like they can just get an app and do this now. Yeah, you know I mean? So I have to adapt, bro. I have to get ahead of the you have to grow. What's the next curve? Exactly, bro. It's like, what's the next shit? What the fuck? The NFTs? What? That's you know what I mean? Like I haven't even jumped into that lane. And there's some people that I follow, like motherfuckers that are like, I think like graphically above me, and I see that and I'm like, fuck, man, all those fools got fucking NFTs. For real, man. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna learn about it a little bit more and then like see if it's the move for me and shit like that, you know? Because I mean, if it is what it seems like it is, an NFT is just another thing to be like, okay, that's its own hustle. Yep. And it's sitting there. And if people buy it, guess what? Okay, I'll wake up one morning and be like, oh, okay, somebody just bought this. Okay, cool. Oh, they're selling it to somebody else. It's making me more money. Like as it keeps like being sold, it's making me more money. It's a weird thing because we're such a fucking we're from the generation of tangible shit. Yeah, we're a rare breed, bro. Like we grew up post internet and you know what I'm saying? We're the best. We're the best of both worlds, bro. We got the best of both worlds.
We saw the cusp of everything changing.
We were the last ones to be outside playing, drinking from the manguera, bro. Like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Before it became like, no, go play with your iPad in your room. You know what I mean? Like fucking before that shit, we were outside, bro. We were outside. So yeah, it's crazy, bro. The shit that we've witnessed and how just like the technology is changing. But I think that our generation's dope because we're coming up with it, so we can just keep adapting and adapting. But it is crazy. It is definitely crazy to see these kids that are born into this digital era, and how little kids can be like fucking 4, not even really walking right, but they're like on an
right
iPad, fucking just
already know what they're looking at.
Add to my favorites. Like fucking like, oh my God. Like I got nieces and shit that I'm just like, what the fuck is she doing?
Exactly.
She about to go live? Is she going live?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll tell you. And see, going back to how you're saying, like, you know, we grew up differently with, you know, in that different generation. Like even where I grew up was the roughest neighborhood in the Bay Area. Like, you know, Oakland is one of those places where people are like, don't go to Oakland. It's dangerous. Well, Oakland had a place where they'd be like, don't go there. It's dangerous. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I grew up. And like being at probably age of 13, I already understood that I had a limited time because like me and my friends would all say to each other, by the time we're 18, we're either dead or in jail. We're either dead or we're doing life because that's the kind of shit that we were doing on a constant basis.
That's what you saw, and you were
it's what we knew.
I guess this is what I have to look forward to. So I might as well live it up right now.
Exactly, and we did. We fucking got crazy, but you know, I had my first kid, and that changed my whole aspect of what I was looking at. I was like, this is not what I want, and I had an opportunity to walk away. And the homies respect hard work. The homies in the hood were like, look, you can't be half in, you can't be half out. You either with us or you know what, you do your family thing. And you know, I was able to stick with that family thing because like I said, the one thing I learned was I worked. I had the most brutalist, hardcore jobs that you could ever fucking physical labor jobs, bro. I've been mangled. I've had my eye burned to my eyelid.
Yes, I love hearing your fucking stories.
Oh yeah, bro. I
different times that you got hit with a fucking forklift and all this crazy shit, dude.
But because that's the kind of person I am, is what I'm in the mix. I'm all like, if I'm working, I'm the person fucking just digging away. Like I used to stand 50 feet above a pit with my feet on 2 bars and basically a ladle full of molten iron that was like 3,000 degrees, and I'd be sitting there swinging a sledgehammer at it with nothing holding me. All right,
crazy.
People, that was like a normal thing. People, that's just what we did because we had to clean all this crap up all the time. And I used to do just like we'd have like these thin strips of molten iron with my not a bare hand, but with a leather glove. I just reach in, grab it, and flip it out. And people were like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I just cleaned it in one shot, and I'm not no fucking pussy." You know what I'm saying? But I just had this red hot piece of steel that's like fucking 18 feet long in my fucking hand, and I whipped it out like it was a fucking rope.
I feel like that's like something that you've said many times in your life when people have questioned you, why are you doing that? You're like, because I'm not a fucking pussy.
That's it. Hey, I swear, you know what I'm saying? all in. Like, I'll give you a quick one on this one. When me and my cousin and my best friend, we went to a football game, and we were in a different neighborhood for the football game. We got kicked out of the football game, so we're walking home, and this is like maybe a 10-mile walk for us to get home. We're walking on the strip, and then all of a sudden, a truck of like 10 guys jump out, bats, chains, a machete. They're ready to fucking do this, bro. And I look at my boys, and they're like, "We got to get out of here." So they're like, "Fuck it." They run. And I take like 2 steps and I turn around. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to outrun these. Cause I'm the biggest guy. I'm the slowest guy. I'm like, look, there's no way I'm going to fucking outrun these guys. So I turn around and I start running towards the guys. And then my cousin and my boy were like, well, I guess this is what we're doing. So we turn around. There's 3 guys rushing these 10 guys. And they're like,
what the fuck?
They all pause.
This is called our bluff.
Exactly. Like I said, I was like, look, I know I can at least drop 5 of these guys easily. And my boy, we all got hands because all we ever did was box, lift weights, and train. And we just didn't box, bro. My best friend Gilbert's uncle was a Golden Gloves boxer. And guess what he did with us?
Train.
Exactly. We
awesome,
fucking had hands, bro. Every one of us had knockouts behind our name. So, when I turn around to do this shit, these guys paused, and right when they paused, they freaked and they ran. But as soon as they ran, bro, the fucking cops hit the corner, bro. Just like, what? And we're like, whoo! Like, it was a lucky situation, but I was like, no, I'm there's no way I'm outrunning this. I'm going fucking down because I ain't a fucking pussy.
There it is. That's the new guess the fuck what, bro. Why? Because I ain't a fucking pussy.
That's it.
That needs to be on a shirt, bro. Just like it'll say why on one side and on the back because I ain't a fucking pussy.
That's it.
That'd be hilarious because people would be like, what do you mean why? What do you mean why? Oh, you gotta look for the answer in the back, bro.
That's it. Oh yeah, now
Brandy. I'm always thinking about Brandy, bro. You gotta stay on brand, bro. That's hilarious.
gotta stay on.
I love that. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm glad I got me a fucking Ben Bowman story because I've heard like different ones and all the different podcasts that you've been on and shit, especially with the plunge, dog. Like, bro, shout out to you for always being that dude that's down to fucking like to step up and like, lend a hand when, motherfuckers are rolling solo or whatever and shit, dude. But like you always give gold, bro. Like the shit that you be telling, and like I laugh, bro. I can hear it. I can hear it in them white boys' fucking mouths when they're like, what the fuck? Like when you tell them different fucking stories of what was happening, you're like, oh, this shit, we were doing this, and then the motherfucker came at me with a gun, and I just fucking came towards it. Like hearing them dude, that shit, I live for that shit, bro. I live for that shit. It cracks me up, especially when you're talking to the plunge, bro, because it's just, you have these young ass cats, and you have this OG right here, just fucking like
just
telling them the way it's been and how it was, and the fucking I'm not a pussy stories, bro. Fuck you, know, that's golden shit, bro. I love that shit, bro.
Oh yeah, that's it. That like it's the funniest thing because like I I tell these stories casually because they're fun and good memories to me. I have a whole bunch of crazier shit that I never tell anybody because that's the kind of shit like we all had to make a pact on that. But my wife, Kristen, when we first got together, I used to tell her she knew where I lived. She used to come stay at my house on the, over the weekends and during the week, sometimes during the week, and cause we lived maybe about an hour away. So, I'd stay at her house. She'd stay at my house and we'd go back and forth. And I would like have these conversations with my boys and my friends that would come over to visit me. Yeah. And then I would tell her these stories and she's just like, never batted an eye. Never batted an eye. She was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because some people are like, hey, then she's like, I heard you say all these things, but then when other people are like, that happened, she was just like, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because she grew up in Vallejo. My wife grew up in Vallejo, so she's from the V. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So she's seen crazy shit and been through crazy shit. And so like when she was comfortable with the way I was and how I am, I was like, oh, okay, there's something here. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. Because I'm a fucking maniac. You know what I'm saying? And like even to I want to say this was sometime last year. We had went to the gym. And like there was like this group of teenagers, and they're like, I'm gonna say teenagers because I'm saying 18, 19, you know what I'm saying, right around there. Yeah. And there was like 10 of them, probably been more of them, but they're all congregated around these squat racks, and we're waiting on a squat rack. And they're just one person working out. Everyone's just hanging around, blocking all the stuff. And I'm like, hey, why don't you guys get out the way so we can work out? And they're like, And then I started like telling the dude, I was like, man, fuck this shit. This is a bullshit. And the dude drops his deadlift, comes up to my face, and tries to act like I'm not going to say something. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, fuck you, fuck this shit. And then all of a sudden his boys start cowering, sitting back like, I want nothing to do with this. But my boy thought he was really bad. And I'm like, I might be an old buck, bro, but this buck will fuck you up. Yeah. I've never been scared to conflict and never been scared to tell tell it straight. You know what I'm saying? Because that I'm so direct when I speak to people. Yeah, it makes people uncomfortable, and when it makes them uncomfortable, it's either it's the fight or fight response.
Bro, I have a story if you don't mind. I want to tell you.
Let it out, brother.
Because I thought about that too. I was like, bro, fucking Bannon, he always drops these dope ass crazy stories. I was like, what could I tell? And I was thinking about one that I've never even told on the diner and shit. And this was just a fun ass night, bro. But like, my homie, he had a fucking 65 Impala, bro. He had a 65.
Nice.
And it was fucking beautiful, bro. And the thing about it was like, he literally had the words "try me" on his back window.
Yeah, okay? Fighting words.
Well, but okay. Remember, there was that fucking, what is that, James Brown, that "try me." Yeah. So he everybody back then picked like a slow jam for their car or whatever, named their car something like that. This motherfucker named it "Try Me." Yeah, I don't think the cops were like all fucking, oh, that's an oldie. Yeah. They were probably like, oh, all right, motherfucker. My boy was getting pulled over left and right? But bro, one time we were in this hood, like we know some of these homies over here. It's called Jacinto Park, and it's like more like like a little bit north of Central and shit, and like it's its own hood. It's got its own little ties and it's got its own shit.
Yeah.
And fucking that night we were partying with some homies down there, and it was probably like 8 or 9 of us, and some chicks and fucking some of the homies that we like literally parked like in front of their houses, and we were just out in the street fucking partying and shit. And then eventually, dude, these drunk motherfuckers, couple of these other homies, they were like, hey, let's go do a beer round, blah blah blah, and this and that. And we're like, okay, cool, whatever. We're like, fuck, these fools are gonna fucking do it. We didn't go like follow them and shit, but they came back, and they came back with more beer, but they came back with like warm ass fucking like natural light or some shit like that, dude.
They grabbed the shit that was in the front of the aisle
right there, bro. They didn't even go for the Bud Light, bro. They went for the bullshit, dude. So like, okay. So that night just started getting out of hand, and it was just fun and all that shit. So then the cops come this one time, right? And like, it was funny because like at that time we were with this one homie, and we were just able to kind of like scurry, and then we went to his backyard and went inside the house, and we were just like kind of waiting to see what the fuck the cops were like out there, like looking around. Everybody scattered, bro, like fucking cockroaches with the lights come on. Everybody dipped. Everybody knew which way to go, right? Well, bro, this kept happening couple more times, like more fucking neighbors down the street were talking shit. Oh, they're still down there, blah, blah, blah. And the cop would come back and we'd fucking scatter. Well, by the third time, bro, we're pretty fucked up, dude. I'm pretty fucked up and faded. And it was funny because at this time, the homie that we were with that first time, he'd already dipped out and shit. So we were like with some other dudes we kind of really didn't know. And like fucking the cops came again. And we bolted, right? And we went through this yard and it had like a little 5-foot fence and shit. So I'm fucking going over while my fucking pants get stuck, bro. And I call my boy, I'm like, hey, and he fucking comes back and he fucking helps me get off, right? And then we're like trying to figure out where to go. And we went to like the next door neighbor's house because he had like this shed in his backyard.
Yeah.
So we jump back over this way. We go and we fucking hide in the shed. And we're sitting there and we're just trying to be quiet and shit. But at that time, my guts are fucking gurgling and shit. So I'm literally like,
that's it.
Throwing up right next to where I'm fucking standing. I'm trying to be quiet because the cops are walking around.
Oh yeah. You don't want nothing coming out.
Bro, it was just funny as shit, right? So like, I was like, oh my God, bro, what the fuck? I was like, these motherfuckers need to leave. Like, we need to get the fuck out of here. This time, these motherfuckers called tow trucks. They took my boy's Impala and they took this other homie's Cadillac. He had a nice little Cadillac, but this was the fucked up part, bro. Is they put the Cadillac on the bed and they dragged the Impala behind, right? So we were like, oh shit. And we're like, fuck son of a bitch. So we're like all out front. Everybody's like walking around like, what the fuck are we gonna do now? Me, I'm all like, oh fuck, bro, I can't find my pager. That's how long ago it was, bro. Fucking I have my pager. Bro, I laughed my ass off, bro. I went right back to that fucking that fence where I got stuck and the pager was clipped onto the fucking fence, dog.
Lucky.
Like I had no idea, but I was like, it was on the fucking fence. Somehow it came off my shit and clipped onto the fence when I got stuck there and shit. So I found my pager. But yeah, dude, we had to like call somebody to pick us up to take us to go get his car, right? And then when we went to go get the car, bro, the fucking thing wasn't in his name. It's in his dad's name. So we went all the way the fuck down there for nothing. We had to go back. And I'm staying with this dude the night, right there. I'm staying at my homie's house and shit. So I was like, I just want to stay at the crib. He's like, oh, fuck that. You got to come with me, fool. You're part of this night. This night ain't over. I'm just like hungover. I'm like laying in the back seat, fucking sleeping while him and his dad are driving. His dad's all pissed off. He's like, what the fuck? You get the fucking car fucking towed and shit like that. You stupid motherfucker. The fucking stereo's going to be missing. All that shit. Bro, real talk. Thankfully, they didn't take anything out of my homies, but the dude with the Cadillac, his fucking deck was taken, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking, the tow truck and the fucking tow yards, bro, they're fucking shiesty.
Oh yeah, they are shiesty, bro.
They'll just be like, oh no, sorry, bro, came in like that.
Yeah, came in like that.
Look at, you can see the video. It literally comes into and fucking and nobody touched it. Yeah, right. Because the dude probably pulled over like a fucking like 10 minutes before, acting like he was fixing something on the car, pulled the shit out and shit. Come on, man, like motherfucker. But that was just a funny ass fucking long ass night. It was the night I got stuck on a fence and almost lost my pager, dog. It's nothing compared to some of the fucking stories you told, but that was just one of those fun ass nights, bro. And I was like, dude, I got to share that shit. That shit was funny, man.
That's a good one, brother.
Just drunk.
Good times. Growing up, I was a weekend killer where because my boys would always get invited to the party, but I was never invited. I'm never ever invited. I just go. That's just how it always.
Ben. Don't tell Ben.
My boys would tell me, but the thing is that it's because I don't start shit. But I always finish shit. So fucking that's what that used to be the always saying. Like, someone wants to prove like in high school, I was 6'5". You know what I'm saying? I've been 6'5" since I was 16 years old, bro. I've been a fucking over 200 pounds when I was 10. You know what I'm saying?
Just a beast.
Yeah, exactly. I'm full fucking grown man my whole fucking high school years.
That's crazy.
And and so someone always wants to start some shit, and I know how to fight. Like my middle school year, from elementary to middle school, no coordination, completely out of whack. I'm just a fucking goofy kid from the hood. And then that summer before high school, all of a sudden I'm the fucking man now. Like all of a sudden, like my coordination lined up, my strength lined up, my body filled out. And next thing you know, like I want to say the first week of high school, I beat up like 16 people in one fight.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I got jumped, bro. I got jumped. And I got this huge, somebody hit me in the face with a cast. And so like I had the hugest black eye, bro. Broke every blood vessel in my eye. Oh. And I had to go my mom took me to the hospital because I had to go get x-rayed because they thought that I broke my cheek.
Oh, man.
Nothing was fractured. It was just completely just like not you know when you get a black eye, it's purple. My shit was hit. I got hit so hard in the face with a cast that it looked like it was frostbite, like it was black.
Damn.
You know, it took like 3 months for it to go away.
Wow.
But I had gotten a fight, and when I had gotten a fight, like I said, the first person I hit, bro, I ripped his fucking nose off, bro. Fucking boom, elbow right to his fucking face, just peeled it.
Snap.
Yep. Yeah. And then after that happened, I don't remember nothing. All I got was secondhand from everybody else. Because what ended up happening is that someone had like a quarter cast where it was like from the wrist to the hand. Yeah. They said they came in, swung, and they said they swung so hard and it hit me. And when it hit me, it knocked me out. But then I got uppercutted in the other eye, woke me up, and then he said all of a sudden you were standing, and then next thing you know, you were just punching people in a circle. Like everyone that was surrounding me, they said like you hit one, they dropped, they hit another one, he dropped, they hit another one, they dropped, and they were just like they just fucking. Like it was like everyone was like it was like a cartoon. It was like a cartoon. It's like you just fucking.
Bro, that's literally what's going through my mind right now. I was like, fuck, dude, I wish I was an animator because I would be drawing you fucking hitting. I would draw you getting hit and then just like fucking powering down, and then all of a sudden another one fucking like it just jump started your ass right back up, and then you just went into fucking fucking just round the fucking windmill punch mode and shit.
Hey, for real. I even had to get drug tested because after, and these were all seniors. I was only a freshman in high school when this first happened. They were all like senior football players and senior people. You know, I had some funk with another freshman, but you know, I'm gonna get my cousin. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I give no fucks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, none of those guys even got to cross the stage. Everyone got in trouble. You know what I'm saying, with their senior year, beginning of the year, and knowing that they ain't gonna get to cross that stage and have that whole shebang because of that. But oh my god, I had to go. They were like, he's on PCP. He's on. It's like unbeknownst to them, I had smoked like 3 joints before I even got to school.
PCP. Fuck, man, that's fucking crazy, bro. You know, honestly, man, like I think like for me, timing was the reason. It was a crazy thing, but timing was the reason I never really like officially like got like jumped into like a gang out here, bro. Yeah. Like when I was in junior high, bro, that was when fucking like this is how old I am. When I was in junior high, I remember when fucking Boys in the Hood came out, right?
Yeah.
And like fucking like that's when like I mean it started popping off like after Colors came out.
Yeah.
But like I think like in my area over here and shit like that, dude, like after Boys in the Hood came out, that was when fucking like gangs like really started to fucking pop up out here and shit. Yeah. Like my 8th grade year, and see this is where the timing shit is crazy, bro, because my 8th grade year, my mom and my dad got a divorce, right? Yeah. So like my mom, she moved like not too far from the house. My dad, we kept the house. We live over here like on the southwest side. It was called the west side, but it's really the southwest side of Tucson and shit. But like all the gangs in there are all west side and shit like that. And fucking like the school right there, me and Century went like to the same junior high and shit like that. But 8th grade year, like I said, my mom and my dad got divorced. That was when I literally saw my fucking school divide, bro. Like they were like a Crip gang was started there.
Yeah.
Like, the hood is where I grew up is called Manzanita Park, and so they had the Manzanita Lynch mob Crips, okay, and then the rest were kind of just like the ones that didn't feel like doing that, they were just Chicanos, bro. They were just like Chicanos from the west side right there and shit like that. And it was just I saw my school divide, bro, and it was like my dad, like we already had the plan. He was always like, nah, he's like, look, I'm looking at a house. We're going to move up by your grandma. My grandma lives more on the north side. Right next to my grandma's house, there's a school called Flowing Wells up here on the north. It's more north side and shit like that. Not as like fucking bad as like kind of how it was on the side of the south side, like where, you know, shit's usually poppy. South side, east side, Tucson is kind of, I mean, it's all everywhere. But at that time, it was really a lot of just south side, east, west and shit like that. We were moving to the north. So my dad's like, nah, he's like, I kind of want you to go to school where I went to school. So we're going to move up here. at the end, like after you graduate, we're gonna move up here and we're gonna use your nana's address so that you can go to the school that I went to. I want you to graduate from the same school I went to and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. It kind of sucked because I was gonna go to this other school where all my homies went and shit like that.
All the boys.
But real shit, that's like just knowing this, right? Knowing that I'm like, fuck, man, like I'm gonna have to fucking start over.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have my homies and shit like that. So that all these fools are like, oh, bro, fucking get jumped into this. Go come over here and this and that. But in my mind, I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm gonna be the only motherfucker representing my shit up here on this side of town. Not that I wouldn't be fucking down to do that, but just part of me was like, my dad, like, I mean, my dad was always just like, nah, you don't need to be do that shit. Like he'd always tell me like he's like, I want you to be a leader, not a follower. Not saying everybody is, but you know the way the gang shit is, bro, is like a lot of times it's like just motherfuckers that like fucking like want to feel a part of something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of times if they're not getting that at home, fucking the gang fucking gives that to them and shit like that. You know, and it's just, that's just, I mean, I think that's kind of how it worked out for a lot of people. But just my dad he'd always put that in my brain, like just fucking, you should be a follower, like just be your own shit. Me thinking with that kind of mentality, I'm like, fuck, all right, dude, so I'm gonna go up here. Am I gonna be the only motherfucker that represents this hood out here? And I just kind of like, it was weird, bro. Like my 8th grade year, I kind of just like fucking kept to myself and shit, bro, while everything was starting to pop off and motherfuckers were choosing sides. Cause I knew, bro, I was like, fuck, man, this is just gonna be weird. And then boom, 8th grade ended. My dad, we moved up to that side of town, and then my mom moved back into the house where I grew up in, and she still lives there to this day, which is cool. And fucking, I just had to start over, bro. And I was up at this fucking different ass school that was weird because our school, for some reason, there's a place way the fuck out of town called 3 Points, and those motherfuckers would get. They were like more like farm, like fucking farmer motherfuckers, like cowboys and shit.
Yeah.
Like they came in botas and fucking hats and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we had cowboys, we had gangsters, we had fucking like, punk rockers and shit, bro. It was a weird thing. Like over on the south, if I would have gone to like Pueblo, it was just gangsters, bro. Like it was just mad fucking gangsters, right? But it was weird, bro. But like honestly, like I said, because of the timing. That's just the way it worked out. And now I think to my advantage, bro, it's dope because I know so many people having grown up on that side of town for like the first part. And then in high school and shit like that, I met everybody on like the fucking north side of town. So I got friends from up here. And like, bro, it's like I still keep in contact with like people from junior high, from fucking high school and shit. And now, bro, I do work for a lot of them, bro. Like, like some of my homies from junior high, they got their own businesses and I've done their logos and I've done their business cards and shit like that, bro. So it's like, that to me, bro, like that's where I feel like I'm just in a beautiful place, bro, because like I'm a small business helping other people bring their small businesses to life. You know what I'm saying? Look, I give you the shit, I give you the tools. What you do with it from there, you got to push. That's what we're talking about, that fucking push. When you have good shit, bro, all it takes is just fucking push. And a lot of the time, bro, I see people with half-ass shit, but they got that push and they still get it, bro, because you know what? The fucking grind and the fucking consistency, to me, it's quantity over quality in certain aspects. In certain 100%. Aspects is where quantity over quality works. Dude. When you have that push, you know what I'm saying? Just keep pushing. But like, I always tell people the quality graphics and shit just makes people think that extra mile about you. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, like I judge like if there's gonna be like a show this weekend and someone's like, hey bro, come check us out, come check out the lineup that we got and shit, and I see the fucking flyer and it's just whack and fucking, I'm just like, bro, like, I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad show, but I'm already judging it because whoever put it together is like, not really like conveying this is gonna be a fucking vibe right here. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day, bro, have you seen any of the videos that I did for that Cobra, for the arcade that I've been working at, this little club? Yeah, I saw. My lady, she's a hairstylist and shit, bro. And like, they own the salon, her and her mom. I clean it like every night. Okay, that's part of my job and shit, dude. This is easy money and it's fun. It's great time for me because I'm there usually alone. I usually get nice and fucking, stony, and I'll get in there and I'll clean. And like me, I take pride in that too, bro. I'll take pride in fucking scrubbing that goddamn toilet bowl, bro. I don't give a fuck because you know what? This is my lady's business and my mother-in-law's business, and I want it to look fucking perfect and be successful. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So like, dude, I like that. And then during that time, I get to catch up on my fucking podcast. I listen to everybody in the inner circle and shit, or I'll fucking just throw on some jams, whatever and shit like that. But I post up there, and the other night, this lady, she's a friend of ours, and she like follows me on social media, and she saw and she was like, hey, she's like, I saw that video, and like, I'm glad this lady's like older than me, and she said, she's like, I saw that video that you did for that place, man, you made it look really fun. And I was just like,
yep, did my job.
Done. I was like, dude, if this lady can see all the fucking ratchetness and the fucking the drinks and the young cats doing their thing out there and say, I want to go check that out. I was like, dude, go. I was like, make sure you go between this time and this time, because that's kind of when the business professionals are there and shit.
Yeah.
And then after this time, it kind of gets a little hood, so you want to probably think about that time. I was like, but you know, it is dope, bro. It's been fun. It's been fun like doing this club shit lately and shit. Like I've always like fucking envied Century in a small way, because like his job as a DJ is like on the weekends, bro. He's just partying, bro. He's giving people the party. You know what I mean? And
bringing that vibe.
And he's fucking great at it, bro. Like I gave him major flowers last night, because having been doing this in these clubs these past couple weeks and like listening to other DJs and then listening to how he gets down and shit, dude, I was like, bro, like you definitely got something, like the ability to like read the crowd and know what song should be played next. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's an art form, bro.
Yeah, dude, like a lot of people would talk. I even told him this last night. I was like, honestly, bro, I used to think about a DJ like how you were talking about how somebody with a desk job is just like, oh, that's fucking lazy. That's not real work, blah, blah, blah. I used to just think as a DJ's like, bro, you're only famous because you're playing other people's shit. You know what I'm saying? But guess what, bro? There's an art to that too. There is an art to fucking making sure that those people stay moving and they stay having a good time, and that bar just stays fucking pumping out fucking drinks because they want to vibe. They're like, oh, fuck yeah, let's get another beer, bro. Fuck yeah, this is fun. I've never really thought about that the music is literally what can be the deciding factor whether we're going to stay at this club for another 15 minutes and risk that DUI. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And it's just like, you know, but that's what I told him last night. I was like, bro, like I was like, you've put in your work. You've put in your work from a lot of the little dudes that are out here, the DJs that are at every single club and shit. Century's definitely like OG on those dudes, but it's like, it shows, bro. It shows. It's like he's been putting in his work throughout the years and shit like that. And so I told him that last night, bro. It's just been fun, bro. Just being around that shit and seeing what he's been doing, and like, so I'm actually waiting for a call, because the funny thing was these fools were pumping out this party for this Thursday, but the dude from Phoenix hit me up and he made me go last Thursday. Yeah. And I was gonna be like, hey, are you sure you want me to go this Thursday? I was just like, fuck that, bro. He told me to go. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna get my check, right?
Yeah, for real.
I made it look. I'm still waiting for them to drop that one, bro. It's a dope outfit. I think it's nice, and it's got like a little bit of like everybody's on this Bad Bunny shit right now, bro. Yeah. That reggaeton, dude. Same shit. I told Century this last night. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I used to give him so much shit because he was like, fucking Bad Bunny's the best thing since sliced bread, and I'm just like, dude, fuck Bad Bunny. I'm like, fuck that shit, bro. The dude makes fucking good music, bro.
Hey,
like
does,
if you go to a club and they fucking put Bad Bunny on, dude, the fucking ladies love that.
Hey, and that's the moneymaker right there. Like if the ladies are loving it, the guys are loving it. Because guess the fuck what?
Let me get up on that booty. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking.
That is it,
bro. I've seen that. That is the funny shit too, because like, I was telling Century this last night, like, I'll pull up with the camera, right? And you see me pull up with a camera on top of this fucking thing, right? This is that new gimbal that I've been fucking.
Yeah, that was badass.
It's bad, bro. I fucking love this little thing, dude, compared to the other one. But like, you know, I get the vibe, and it's funny because like when I first get there, and you know, people are still kind of drinking and shit like that, and fucking like, they see me pull up with the camera. I can see it right away if somebody doesn't want to be filmed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they kind of like, I could see it in their face, or they'll kind of like turn away, and I'm like, boom, okay, I'll off. I'm not even gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna fuck with that. But there's some people, bro. They see that camera, they're like, shit. Start dancing, and then the later it gets and the more drinks they get, bro, and they see that camera, dude, oh my god. I was telling him on this last one, I got all the gold in like the last like 20 minutes that I was there. It was like between like 1:30 and 2, just before they shut down. Yeah. And fucking like right in there, bro, they were fucking fucking having a good ass time and shit. Like that's what these dudes have. They want. They're like, hey, you know, do get the arcade, but like make sure you get the girls, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Have a good time, blah blah blah, and this and that. And he kind of was hinting at don't put like no dudes and shit. I was like, nah, bro, I'm still gonna put like 1 or 2 dudes because bro, like the ladies got to see something. Exactly. And there's in this video, bro. You're gonna laugh when you see it. There's a dude who was sitting in the little VIP, and it was dead, bro. But you can't tell. All the angles I get, you cannot tell. That it just looks like it's a fucking party. But there's this dude, and I had to put it in there because he was sitting in the VIP, and he had his arms like this, all spread out, and he had a chick on this side, and he had another chick on this side, right? So like I'm coming and I'm panning sideways and shit, and he does this little fucking like smile, and he does this like little kind of like yeah, motherfucker, you see me? Like it was his neck, bro. He does this little neck and this little smile and shit. I was like, bro, I'm so leaving that in there. I was like, look, guys, this could be you at the club right here. You know what I'm saying? It was great. So I was like, they gotta fucking, let me throw a couple dudes up in that shit like that.
Oh yeah.
But this new video is dope. I hope they drop it today, and then
that'll be dope.
Hopefully they hit me up to come by and work tonight, because that shit, like I said, that shit is fun, man. I just post up there for like a quick hour and a half, get as much footage as I can, put together a little 30-second fucking.
Hey, you gotta have it. It's so crazy too, because like recording content and just being a content creator, you have to have so much recorded to make that 30 seconds.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? People don't understand that shit.
Yeah, I go through shit, dude. I don't use like 90% of the shit I get, bro, and I'll get a bunch of shit, but it's just those those few fucking seconds of gold,
few
bro.
frames
That's all it is.
That are like yes.
And I fucking just figured out how to do slow-mo on my camera, like on the camera. Before, it's like they I don't know if you've ever seen that, but like, or if you know about it, but like they say, like if you're ever gonna record something and you want to slow it down, you want to film it at like a higher frame rate, right? Like
you gotta
60 frames per second or 120.
And then
the problem with that is you have to double your fucking speed on your camera, so that because it has like this 180 rule. So like if it's 24 frames per second, you record at 1/50th of a second. Like that's just how it works. This shit, it lets you pick the fucking like the higher frame rate, and then it plays it back for you at fucking like 24 frames per second. Everything output, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, everything output should be 24 frames per second, because that's what everything else is. Like movies, all that shit, it's just because 24 frames per second is just like the perfect amount for our fucking eyes to just fucking be able to focus on everything and see what everything's going on without losing a beat. You know what I mean?
And that's one of those things I had to do in the apps that I use to record and make, and also to go into the actual phone, into the camera settings, and switch those, because I don't have I bought a GoPro, I bought all these little different kind of cameras, and at the end of the day the quality just wasn't the same as my iPhone, and that was like a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? Now the iPhones are so fucking much better. It's like, I ended up like, I want to buy a DSLR, but at the same time I'm like, I'm almost getting exactly the same with my phone and recording it. Like I said, I bought that gimbal, and I just been playing with it, recording it, and just the programming off that gimbal is so much more better than the programming on my iPhone. It's making my phone recording look so much better, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, I'll tell you this. The reason why anybody would literally want to move up to like a fucking DSLR or like a mirrorless camera, I recommend mirrorless cameras and shit now, like the Sonys and shit, because they're just like, they're clean, bro. Like they kill it in low light situations, but you also have to have the lens that goes with it, bro. You have to have a lens that has a really wide aperture, and that's what I have for the club, dude. Both of the ones I use a 50 millimeter, which is like, it can get in like a little bit like further away, and then I have an 18 that does like a nice wide shot, and it just lets in all the light, bro. And like, because Cobra has like lights everywhere, and the lights from the video games and everything bouncing, it looks nice. So if you're recording in low light shit, bro, like if that's the like part of the plan, or you need it for that, I would always tell somebody like, invest in something like that, because you do need that, because GoPros suck in that. The phones are getting better. The new 13 in low light is really good. The new Samsung, oh my god, that motherfucker is just as dope as a fucking Sony in low light, bro. Like, I'm not an Android fan, bro, but they're fucking the quality that comes out of. I follow a bunch of dudes that do all their videos strictly on this new Samsung and shit, because I don't know what it does, but it just records like really fucking crisp, bro. And it's just, that's the craziest thing. As we were talking with that little homie Leon that came on this last week, that young ass kid, a little 20-year-old kid and shit, dude. We were talking about that with him, bro. It's real talk. It really is about who's behind the camera, though, because he was talking about like a dude with like a $15,000-$20,000 camera just couldn't get the right shit, bro. It really breaks it. It's all about just,
it's having that eye.
You need to practice. You need to practice fucking like getting it. It really is just about like being in the right spot. Like when I remember for a while, when I first started doing video, I was always scared to like get out there and get in front of people because it's just like, this big dude's in the front, like, hey, yo, in the back, like, fucking, hey, get out the way. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to hear all that shit. But nowadays, it's like, motherfucker, I'm paid to be here.
Yeah.
I kind of have more priority than you do here. You're just fucking here. I'm paid to fucking give them this memory, so I need to get the best possible fucking angles. So lately, and then plus, dude, like, I'm not gonna lie, like my confidence level is like a little higher, having lost like 50, 60 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
getting it though.
You know, I mean, yeah, I feel better about myself, so it's like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind getting out there and shit and doing that shit. But you really do gotta like move around, and like I think like that's been like my biggest tips lately for people that love doing video is like put fucking like subtle movements. If you only need like 15 seconds, like for example, where you were recording one day, seemed like you were in the crowd and like those motherfuckers were like moving shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were pushing shit. Like if I would say like when they're moving, move with them. You know what I'm saying? Like just movement. Like it makes the videos like just that much fucking like just like more appealing to people. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Now that's how fucking bored we are, bro. Like if it's something that's just like kind of sitting on a tripod getting the same thing. I mean, it's needed in certain shit. Like if you're doing like a seminar or something.
Exactly.
Like that,
or sitting there actually doing something that you're not moving or nothing else is moving.
Yeah, like you're recording a
podcast.
We're recording a podcast and shit. Unless you got like the dope fucking, like you got your own cameraman and you can like pan from person to person.
Or multiple cameras where you're going from spot to spot.
That's the move eventually for us too, bro. Like we've thought about it and we're like, like everybody like I'm proud of like Riley and them. They've been doing a lot of video shit because that really is the way. You've been doing video this whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Because you already know and you've been on it, bro. And like honestly, I think that's what everybody's doing is we're taking a fucking page out of your book and we're trying to get with the video shit because that is the fucking wave now, bro. People want video more. It's just like, dude, like Instagram is no longer for photos. It's no longer for. It's about reels right now. Yeah. Reels has taken over fucking Instagram.
And that's the thing. Who's like the reels. I'm already monetized. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost my monetization when IGTV first came out. Mm-hmm. I was monetized instantly for IGTV, and then once because like I've spoken with Facebook, I've spoken with Instagram, I've talked with people from Twitter because like you know I'm not a huge creator. I'm not this huge internet thing, but the thing is because I'm on so much. They reached out to me like, look, hey, we're gonna try this. Would you like to try this? Here's this. This is the meta right here. This is the beta test and shit. Exactly. Yeah. So like you know, I was one of the first people to get an hour-long video on IGTV before they canceled it.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm so sad about that. Yeah. I'm so sad about that because now I can't even put like my homie's music videos and shit. It only does like a minute of it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know, you get 5 minutes now. At the most.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
You get 5 minutes at the most. You know, I want to say 15. They pushed it up, but because like you know, I'm an Instagram fucking whore. I know the ins and outs, and like I said, it was 15 minutes, and they knocked it back down to 5. I think it might be 15 minutes again, where you can upload a 15-minute video, and then that's it.
Look into that, man,
once they killed Instagram TV, when Reels started hitting, I just barely started hitting TikTok. I got blown up on TikTok, and then TikTok fucking deleted my profile after I hit like fucking almost 40,000 followers.
Damn.
And then so now then I've been shadow banned, but now something hit TikTok hit, and now I got like a video that's already like 4.5 million views. Nice. And you know it's just starting to slowly collect that. But then when Reels really started hitting, because of TikTok, I was like, look, I'm just posting TikTok to Reels. And boom, as soon as I started doing that and the video started catching a little bit of motion, boom, I got my monetization back. So, you know, like you can make up to $1,200 a month just off of videos.
Fuck yeah, bro. See, that's what
you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I last month I made $50. You know what I'm saying? Just for posting.
Something, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But that's how that goes.
That's just how it is, bro. Like having those multiple streams of shit is a beautiful thing, bro. Because it's just like you're just doing your thing. You're being you. You're a content creator, and so like you know the possibilities are fucking endless, man. That's what I need to do. You know, I told myself, bro, I've lagged on my own fucking website. I finally have like a shell of a website for my casual design shit. It literally has like the layout, what it's gonna look like. It just doesn't have the content itself. I need to like where I have the part where it says logos. I haven't gone in and just put logos because I'm just not gonna just throw in the logos.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'm gonna make it like I remember when I made Riley and his brother. They bought a fucking campsite. and they asked me to do the logo for it and shit like that. So like the presentation I made for them was dope. It was like the logo, it was like the color scheme, the logo in black and white, and then the logo in like alternate colors. And then from there, it was like the logo on a t-shirt, the logo on like a truck, like the Rangers truck or whatever the fuck. Like I had put together like this solid little long sheet, and it's like I kind of want to do that, but it's just I know that's gonna take me some time. But I already told myself, I was like, bro, look, my birthday's coming up this next month. I got to stop fucking around. I got to get my fucking website going. But also, I've made my TikToks and shit like that. And I watch TikTok, but I haven't posted anything other than the squared up pizza. Yeah. And then I think I have like 1 or 2 What's Poppin' videos. And those actually did all right for like what they were and shit. So I'm going to start making more of those. I literally have like a stack of boxes right there that I haven't had time to open up because I'm going to do like, I'm going to break it up. I'm going to do like a YouTube video that's like 15 minutes, open up like 6 of the boxes. Yeah. And then I have like 4 or 5 individual boxes. I'm going to do like those little 60-second versions because those are dope, bro. Like real shit. And then that's how I'm going to start doing my TikToks. But I'm trying to figure out what, like, how my personal TikTok is going to go. Like, I think it is. It's going to be something more kind of like my Snapchat, like behind the scenes. Yeah,
exactly.
I honestly feel, because I have like a lot of really dope like Snapchat shit saved throughout the years. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to like start moving that over there, take advantage of the fucking content that I do have. Cause there's some funny shit. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen me do the fucking vampire confessions.
No, I don't think I've seen it.
That shit is fucking hilarious. It was like when Snapchat let you do like these different filters on your face and shit. And one of them, it was like fucking, it was like Halloween. And I did this one, bro, and it was just a funny, like a vampire's like true confession about being sad that he can't go on a walk in the daytime because the sun will fuck him up. How he can't eat pizza because the garlic will get stuck in his esophagus and shit, dude. Like, it's funny. I'll send it to you later, bro. I think it might even be it's on my Instagram and shit, but I'll send you the link. But it's some funny shit, bro. But yeah, I do. I need to utilize TikTok because that's what that little dude said. Yeah. And real shit. And I've told Century
TikTok's blowing up.
He hates it, but he literally said it like this. He's like, bro, he's like, nowadays, if you want to grow on Instagram, he's all, go build your TikTok first, and it'll flood to your Instagram and shit, because that's what people do and shit. And I've seen different people fucking do that shit. I'm sure you've been doing that too, like getting your numbers over here and then they fucking trickle that way and shit.
It's the goddamn truth. Same thing. The TikToks flooded into my YouTube because like YouTube now has shorts. So basically, you get a 15-second video.
You share them over there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And like I've gotten my most views from the majority of my shorts, and I'm just like, and I did a dramatic jump where I was like at 205 followers or subscribers on YouTube, which I put a lot of work into my YouTube, but god damn it just never traction for me. But all of a sudden I started doing the shorts like last month, and I jumped up to 260 subscribers. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? That's not, it might not sound a lot to nobody, but that's a lot to me because goddamn, I've been hustling on my YouTube, but it just doesn't translate. Like I said, Instagram's my bread and butter, but everything else, I'm like always constantly feeding. I'm like, no, grow, motherfuckers.
Dude, when I went hard with the Yo What's Poppin' channel, I literally had this lady from New York, this nice lady who was a collector herself, and she just liked me. She liked my vibe and shit, dude. Yeah. So she would do like these lives where she would get together with a bunch of people and shit, and then she would like showcase my fucking shit. Like every week she'd be like, hey, like I'm trying to get my homie to 1,000 subscribers and shit. Like, what's up? Like, go follow his shit. Bro, she literally got me, like, I think I got myself to like 300. She got me those 700 followers to get me over 1,000 and shit, dude. And I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. Because like
that's how it goes, bro.
I think on what? On YouTube you have to get what, like 3,000? Is it 3,000? No, it's
I think it's 5,000.
5,000 and then 3,000 like watch hours.
Yeah.
To get fucking monetized on YouTube and shit, bro. And that 3,000 hours has to be within a year.
Consistent, within the 30 days. Span.
Yeah, dude. So I'm like, fuck, man, that's tough. And I went hard on that shit, bro. It's hard to grow on.
Yeah, YouTube, no, it's not. YouTube is not.
It's not what it used to be, bro.
Yeah,
neither is Instagram. Neither is Instagram, bro. Like I'm saying, these reels. I've been kind of like semi killing it on the pizza fucking Instagram. Yesterday I was there with him. Like I said, I had to go get that oil change and shit right from my lady. Yeah. So it was cool. Is the fucking place where I dropped it off was like a block away from the mall where the homie spot is. So I was like, they didn't even have like what do you call it, like courtesy shuttles anymore. They just call you a lift. I was like, fuck it. I was like, well, how am I gonna get back? They're like, just call us. We'll give you a lift back. I was like,
there you go.
Fuck yeah. So I went. And I was there for about an hour and a half, and I was it was cool because I was there just as they were opening, so I got to get a lot of video of like the pizzas being made, the pizzas fresh coming out of the oven and shit.
Yeah.
I got really good content while I was there yesterday, and I put up a fucking reel. I can't remember what I fucking put in the background, but homegirl was just like squirting fucking the buffalo sauce on the fucking ranch thing.
Yeah.
On this buffalo ranch thing, and fuck, bro, it was dope seeing it go from like 400 watches to like 2,000 watches in like less than 5 minutes, bro. It was a trip. It was like it's like there's a fucking wave, and Instagram just starts flooding it to people, flooding it, and then right about like 4,900 and shit, it started to slow down. And then last time I checked it was like it just went over 5,000.
Yeah,
and fucking dope, bro.
Yeah,
I was like,
that wave.
I was like, hell yeah,
hits, man. And I just got off of a 180-day ban on Facebook. And so because of that 180-day ban, and they banned me for 3 posts that I posted from 2019 this year. So,
what? And like they were digging.
Yeah, that's just how it goes, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
God, yeah. Let me tell you
all
right
the
now.
ban was they're no longer recommending my page. They're no longer allowing me to stream live. And like I want to say for like 90 days, I lost management privileges for my management page. So, you know, that hit me pretty fucking hard, bro. I was just like, God fucking damn it, these motherfuckers, man.
Just out of nowhere.
So,
man.
yeah, but like I said, I shit you not. I want to say Monday was the last day of my ban. And boom, 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 boom. All my shit started clicking again. I'm talking about the views went up, the followers went up. The fucking everything went up. And because like in my ban, it said like, hey, we're no longer recommending your page. People need to directly look you up to find you. Oof. You know what I'm saying? So if they're not a follower, you're not getting suggested. No. So as soon as that was over, boom, my fucking numbers completely changed again. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm back in the green. And so even too when I do this video, I couldn't stream anything live to Facebook. So now these videos are going to be now streamed on Facebook. And because it goes from Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. So everything gets posted from just this one fucking thing.
That's good, man. See,
for real.
We need. That's what I've been telling Sam. Like, we need to take advantage of that shit too, because like we're leaving a lot of money on the table. I think and shit like that. Like I was literally talking about it last night on the way out because I've been mentioning the Patreon, and I always say this part of the Patreon where I say you can get exclusive Hood Diner swag that you can't get anywhere else. I was all because it's non-existent, and I was like, nah. I was telling him last night. I was like, bro, nah, fuck no. I want to get some. I'm gonna get some Hood Diner shirts here made soon and shit like that. Yeah. It's gonna be a cool thing. Like I'm gonna offer like a special discount for everybody that's Patreon members and shit like that, and you know, give them like a whole week before they actually go up on like the official site or whatever and shit. But I need to do that shit. But bro, fucking, I'm telling you, dog. Yesterday and the day before, my homie that owns this pizza shop, bro. I'm not gonna go too big on the details, but he started it with this dude from New York. Okay, this dude from New York moved out here. They no longer work together. The dude from New York went back to New York, right?
Yeah.
Well, this dude, my poor client, man, my homie, he's just got some fucking haters like coming for his shit. And it sucks because it extends to me because I'm his social media manager. Yeah. So I see it all. You know what I'm saying? It's out of my control. I'm not the one fucking doing shit that made him hate or makes them hate or whatever. But I feel like it affects me, bro, because somebody trying to sabotage my homie is somebody trying to sabotage my bag. You know what I mean? Like they're
trying to make you look like, you know, I know exactly what you mean.
I mean, if they put him out of business, that's me too. I lose a client. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're fucking with my bag too. So like I started looking at these reviews that have been coming in. People are talking shit. Oh, I tried calling, they wouldn't answer and blah blah blah. Oh, I tried the pizza and it was horrible. And I'm looking at these things and I'm like, let me see their fucking Facebook. And I know that when if you want, you can set privacy up so that nobody sees nothing.
Exactly.
But they can still see the photo, and there's still like minimal shit, like it'll say like where you work and blah, 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 and this and that, right?
Yeah, whole profile.
Well, these motherfuckers, none of them have that profile, the big profile pic behind them, right? None of them have that.
None of them have a banner.
It literally says like a name, and then it'll have like this picture. It'll have a hometown, a job, and like they'll make up like where they went to school, something stupid like that, right? And I'm like, bro, this shit looks fake as fuck, dude. I'm like, that's motherfuckers are making fake shit. And I'm like, you know what? I was like, I'm like, dude, this looks like some fucking like a stock image, right?
Yeah.
Sure enough, bro, I went in, it was like this little Mexican like businessman with his arms crossed, and he was wearing a suit, but he was wearing jeans. So I went and Googled Mexican businessman jeans suit, or jeans and jeans and suit. Yeah. Scroll. Found the fucking picture, dude. I found the picture from like some company called Pixel, and it's like a place that does stock fucking images. Yeah. And there was like way more photos of this guy, and it wasn't that guy's name and all this extra shit, dude. So like I went in there into the fucking review, and I was like, I was like, you're not who you say you are. I'm like, I hope that the people that are reading these reviews understand that right now, for some reason, we're under attack and people are trying to slander our name. But as you can see here, this is a fake account, and I've proved it because I found where this picture's from. This is not this guy's name. This is not his photo. Bro, I did that to 3 of the reviews. I found the photo. One took a little long. One took a while, bro, but I was so determined. I was like, fuck that. I was like, I want to find.
Fuck these motherfuckers.
I was like, I know this is a stock photo. And I had to keep Googling like Latino with glasses on. Like I had to look up a bunch of different shit, dude. And like they took the picture and then they just switched the orientation to this way. And I was like, dude, look at this. This is bullshit, bro. I was like, God damn. But then that's when that whole shit came up yesterday. I put it on my Instagram. I was like, fuck, bro. Like I was like, when you got people fucking hating on you like that, dude, that's you've leveled up. You've reached a different level where you're like people. They're obviously hating because they like what you're fucking doing, bro. They see you're fucking making progress. They see you're making progress, and they don't like that, bro. And that's amazing. That's amazing to me that there's people out there that are down to invest in the time to ruin somebody else's come up.
Exactly.
Bro. That's amazing, bro. For years it was always like, oh, the haters, and then you kind of like, man, fucking shut up, fucking haters.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody haters. And then when you fucking really do experience some fucking real hate, you're like,
some straight hate.
Wow, fucking there really is haters out there, bro. Like, God damn, dude.
Hey, I swear to God, like I said, I've had people try to, like take me down, report me, this and this. And I'm like, look, block, end of conversation. They're like, this is my picture. This is I'm gonna throw this out. I'm not gonna name the band, but a band that I like, I just recently discovered, made a video about gas prices. It's like a whole metal breakdown video. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. I reposted it. I even put their name, tagged them in it, and was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a small following. I don't have a huge following like you guys, but guess what? Some of my people may not know who you are. So I took your fucking reel, I took your clip, reposted it, tagged you, said, hey, check out this song from this. I get a DM like, hey, bro, that's not cool. You're reposting my stuff. And I'm like, you need to take it down. I'm like, hey, my bad. I just thought it was cool. And weird. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, I'm like, look, out of respect, because like, guess what? I like your band, this and this and this. This is probably where we're going to part ways. But look, guess it ain't going to hurt me to delete it. Yeah. I delete it. And I told him, hey, I deleted it. Sorry about, no disrespect. I just thought it was cool.
Right.
And he was like, oh, he started backpedaling, probably understanding or realizing what he just did, acting like an asshole. Yeah. And it's just like, hey, I'm just throwing shit towards your way, bro. That's all I was. I'm not like, I wasn't stealing it, because if I was stealing it, I'd have just thrown it up there with my hashtags and not even mentioned you or tagged you.
Exactly. I'd be like, I took that fucking shit and put a whole different beat to it and shit, and made it my own and shit. At least you had the courtesy to fucking tag a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
you're trying to promo somebody. You're trying to fucking big up these dudes and shit. Yeah, dude, people are weird. People are weird, and sometimes it mind boggles me at like people do certain things. And you just think about it, and you're like, why the fuck did you do that? Like, what was the point behind that shit? Like if you really sit back and think about it, it's like, really? Like, nah, yeah, there's a screw loose, and like fucking, I guess you didn't get why that you did that, but it is what it is. And
it's just how it goes, bro. Haters gonna be haters. People are gonna feel a certain kind of fucking way, and that's the one thing about being a social media person is you just gotta let it just go over the head, slide off your back.
Not everybody's made for this shit. We say this shit all the time on the podcast. You gotta have a thick you gotta have a thick skin because eventually when you do start fucking making waves, bro, people are gonna come for you, bro. That's just, it just comes with the fucking territory. That's just 100%. What it is. And some people can't handle that shit, dude. Some people can't handle being criticized. You start second guessing yourself, like, what the
people
fuck?
Start looking into you. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you're making those fucking moves and you're making those waves because you're fucking good at what you do. Don't second guess yourself. You don't have to second guess yourself.
100%.
You're obviously doing what you do and people like what you do. And if all you get is this one person saying, oh, well, you're fucking blah 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 and this and that, dude, like, nah, fuck that shit. That's just there is just evil people out there and just stupid people out there, and you're gonna come across them every now and then.
That's it. You're going to.
They're fucking out. They're out there, bro. We just have to.
And what makes them more mad is when you just completely ignore what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I can only imagine how like, you know, once, like I said, with messages that I've received, I'm like, look, I didn't even look at it. I just deleted it and blocked you. Yeah. So I didn't even leave you on red.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
enjoy yourself.
I just move on from shit, bro. I just like if I see
that's how it goes,
like that,
bro.
Like,
that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But also too, when you're having a business, you got to do a little digging.
Yeah, I mean, if it calls for it, bro, you got to say your piece and shit. You know what I'm saying? Say what you feel, say what you mean, and then fucking, it's up to fucking, you know. It's up to fucking people to either respect it or fucking, you know, whatever. But
that's it.
I'm just like, it is what it is. We move on, bro.
For real.
I don't got time to fucking worry about the bullshit. I got too much fucking dope shit to fucking worry about.
You know what I mean? I have too much fun shit on my plate. You know what I'm saying? That's
bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's why I fuck with you heavy, bro. Is because we're in that same realm, bro. We come from like, you know, I'm gonna say similar backgrounds, but we grew up kind of the same and shit like that, being fucking Chicanos and shit.
That's
and
it.
Just like, and we're both content creators, bro. We know what it takes. We know what it means, and fucking we know the fucking the shit that comes with it. You know.
That's it. That background work, bringing it full circle.
Fucking A, bro.
That's it. Well, hey. Thank you for coming on, brother.
Bro, it's been long overdue, man. Like I said, I apologize again, bro. But I'm glad it fucking went down. I was like, yeah, no. I even said it on the. You'll hear me say it on this next podcast that I drop either tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
But I mentioned I was like tomorrow. I was like, bro. I'm gonna get up early, bro. I'm gonna be on Big Ben's fucking podcast tomorrow, bro. I was like, I've been wanting to get on that fucking podcast, man. I've been itching to fucking talk to this dude, man. So I'm glad we finally made this shit happen and shit. You know,
big time. And so guess the fuck what? This is the Angry Motherfucking Dad. You want to watch my shit? IGTV, YouTube. You want to listen to it? Spreaker, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, SoundCloud, Deezer, iHeartRadio. This motherfucker's everywhere. You can easily find it. Rate, review, like, subscribe, all that bullshit. And guess the fuck what? I am part of the Inner Circle Podcast. We are part of the Inner Circle Podcast Network. Boom. And guess the fuck what? You got shows as Creatures of the Night, The Hood Diner, The Untrained Eye, The Plunge, Failing Hollywood, Simmons and More Podcast. Shit happens when you party naked, and guess the fuck what? It's too hot for the internet, so you got to go to Patreon/Team Almy. And you can find all those shows at InnerCirclePN.com. Every one of our podcasts, every one of our platforms. Go check it the fuck out. And we'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next one. Fuck.
Never die. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living.